Welcome to The Snack, a lighter serving of Girls Gotta Eat.
This is a Dear Media production.
Enjoy.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Big day for The Snack. We're
The people's
back.
princess.
Yes, we will get into it, but I got the adrenaline flowing through my veins.
I feel like we are so lucky when something happens right before we record.
Okay, well, let's just thank our partners and we will get into it.
Yeah, thanks to Julie Care. Girls everywhere can find Julie at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Amazon, and GoPuff across all 50 states. No age restrictions and no ID required ever. And Quince, get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order at quince.com/GGE.
And thank you to The Roses. It is in theaters everywhere tomorrow, August 29th. Okay, so we just have a couple announcements. We are doing this festival called Lady World. It's put on by the Lady Gang, podcasting women, and it is in Miramar Beach, Florida. We are so excited about it. There are amazing performers, musical artists, people like Hannah Berner, Chicks in the Office, O-Town, LFO. It's just going to be incredible. It's going to be on the beach. It's going to be just a 3-day extravaganza of like podcasting, music, and activities, and on the beach, and all these things. The weekend itself is September 26th through the 28th. Our show is going to be Friday night, September 26th. And then what we're going to do on Saturday is a vibes class. So if you guys don't know, we have a sexual wellness company. We sell sex toys and accoutrement. Everything's very high-end and premium, called Vibes Only. And we're going to do a class in Lady World. So we're going to just talk about sex and finding your pleasure and all these things on the beach. And you'll have your vibrators that you're going to purchase to go along with the class. And this is just what we're going to do as a little addition to our Lady World appearance. And if you guys are going to Lady World, it's super easy to book this class. Once you buy your Lady World tickets, you'll get an email to download their app. And then inside the app is the entire weekend schedule. So you'll find this class. It's going to be Saturday from 4 to 5:30, little happy hour vibes. And you'll add it to your cart and check out. And basically what we did is you can choose one of two of our top selling vibrators, the Poppy Palm Vibe or the Richard Cock Ring. And you'll get them at the festival, so you'll have them during the class, and we'll talk about them and then like everything else we do. It'll be really fun and spicy, and that's what we're gonna do. So, and you can also upgrade your ticket and do a meet and greet with us. Those are gonna be limited tickets for that.
So yeah, I mean, obviously we love talking about this stuff. Pleasure, either solo or with a partner. I feel like so many people have so much to say. We love talking about it. And obviously we love our toys. But like Ashley said, it will just be more inclusive of just like sexual wellness, intimacy, whether it's solo or partnered. And the weekend's just going to be really great. There's tons of performers. Tons of our friends are going to be there performing as well. So we can't wait to see you guys there.
And it has been a minute since Raina Greenberg has been on stage in this form. So watch out, world.
I've been acting crazy.
Lots to share at the show and in the Vibes class. So that's how you're going to get that. And while we're here, just take a minute to plug the rest of my tour. It is almost over. I can't believe this. I have like 2 California dates left, and I have the big 3. I have Philly, New York, and Boston. And so I have Philly just the few days before we leave for Lady World, September 24th and 25th. I have a few tickets left for the September 24th show. I added a second show. And then New York, I'm going to film my special on October 11th, Saturday. Make the trip. I am so excited. Raina will be there, all of our friends, family. I was just talking to my family about it this past weekend, and it is like the culmination of everything I've worked so hard for, and there are still some tickets left for that. They are going really quick. So that's going to be New York, October 11th, and then ending the tour at the Wilbur on October 12th in Boston, which just means so much to me. This is the theater where I met my fiance, and this is the Sex Before Marriage tour, ending it all just a few weeks before I get married, and I can't believe it. It's really coming to an end, and there's probably a few tickets left for San Diego and San Francisco, but mainly Philly, New York, and Boston. Grab those before they're gone. ashhess.com. It's just been the best thing ever, and I've loved seeing you guys on the road, and I'll see you in these remaining tour stops. Okay, let's get into it. Speaking of Sex Before Marriage,
we have a fiance report, hot off the presses. How do we even do this justice? I don't even know what to say. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged.
Raina, I'm never gonna let you live it down that I broke the news to you. That was such a rush. I'll never find that high again. Like, I saw this, and when I saw the post, it had been up for 8 minutes. And I was like, what am I, this can't be real. Like, I'm not looking at, there's no way I'm looking at this. There's no way I'm looking at a collabed post from the most famous couple in the world. And I'm seeing it before anyone has told me about, like, I was like, I had to stare at it before I texted you. I was like, I don't want to get her excited for nothing. I was like, this is like breaking my brain right now.
So I immediately go to Instagram, I reload it, and there's only 3 posts. It's like Page Six had just posted and they had just collabed it. Like, you broke it before the internet. I didn't even, I didn't even know. And then they just launched this like a regular couple. They collabed it. There's a photo of the ring. There's a photo of him proposed. Like, they're just like normal people.
And then she shared the post to her story with an emoji. Like, the normalcy is just jaw-dropping.
It's crazy. And like the parasocial relationship we have with these people, like everybody feels like I couldn't be happier if this was like me or my best friend. Like, it's so exciting.
It's my entire feed. Like, this would be the time for another country to attack us. We are distracted. This is, everybody in the world is focused on this. Like, every different type of influencer, you know, from, of course, all the girlies to like the Shade Room to Jason Tartick to KFC, Barstool. Like, it's just everybody, and they came with it quick. People put out the content quick. People made reels so quick.
I have never seen people take so much content and make so much reels so quickly. I mean, it has united the nation. Yes. Every single person that I follow immediately went and made a reel about it. I was like, how did people pump out content this quick? People that were on planes were pumping out content.
No, people were like, land the plane. No, you have to land the plane. Like, how many planes got grounded today after this? Like, can you imagine if the pilot came on? It was, Rita, truly though, I bet on somebody's flight today, a pilot came on and announced it. You know it happened. You know a Swiftie was flying a plane. I want to know the airline. If you were on a plane today and the pilot came on, it was like, we have an announcement, everybody, or a flight attendant. Actually,
you know, there's American Airlines flight attendants.
American Airlines out of Philly, you know they came on.
All over that
imagine,
shit.
Like, I was just like at home alone, and like, imagine being out in the world. Like, I remember the moment I was walking my dog around New York City when Joe Biden was announced as winning the presidency. Like, we were hugging in the street. Like, do you think that happened in like some public places?
Yes,
like,
I'm actually really sad I wasn't on the street. Like,
Me too.
The opportunity to not cry in the streets with my fellow New Yorkers like it's COVID again.
No, like, I'm literally thinking about Biden Day, and people were like clanging pots and pans outside of their windows. Like, did this happen today? Like, close to where she lives. Like, are people gathering? Like, are we all going down to Washington Square Park today in New York City, like, to celebrate?
Storm the fountain, yes.
Not storm the fountain. Storm the arch.
And people are like, what do you say? Like, people are like rushing to have hot takes, and all these people, I saw a bunch of stuff about prenups and what does this prenup look like? And I'm like, can we just pump the brakes? Okay, we are a nation celebrating. I don't need to like go to the legal stuff and the nitty gritty of this. Can't you just let us have a day?
Listen, I love that if it's your whole brand, like Tori Dunlap, she's like prenup, first thing that comes to mind.
I'm trying to enjoy this engagement, you know? Like, this is
I'm also triggered by the whole word prenup at this moment. It's way more intense than I ever would have thought. So I'm just like, I don't want to see the prenup content. Let me enjoy this in the flower garden and that giant fucking baller ring. I love the look. We were just talking about this, like, because there's this article that came out in The Cut about all these influencers that got engaged over the summer or whatever this year, and they all have the same pear-shaped diamond. And so we were just talking about engagement rings and all that kind of stuff, and like you were saying that this kind of big or thicker band, like this look that I feel like her ring embodies bigger than anyone else would ever have, but like it fits that kind of bolder, sort of old-fashioned. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I haven't had enough time to think and find the words, but I really like it. I love the ring. It's a
flatter style. I don't know what it's called, but it's sunk into the band a little bit more. I think it's beautiful. It's, for her, it's understated.
It looks like an antique. Yeah. Understated. It's her whole finger, and she has big hands, I'm going to guess, as someone who is the same height. So, you know.
For her, it's understated.
She got a Super Bowl ring, is what she got. They modeled it after Travis's last Super Bowl ring. Raina, the brands are killing me. Have you looked at any brands? So Applebee's weighed in. Applebee's said like their ring versus our ring, and it's onion rings.
Onion rings.
Buffalo Wild Wings weighed in. New Heights posted. I loved their post. It's basically the engagement photo in the garden, and then the picture of Jason Kelsey like from the game. He's just like looks like a party animal, like coming off to the side, like he is all of us right now. It's just, I love the just sheer joy about it. Everyone's followed this couple's journey, and she's been doing all these countdowns. Like, was one of the countdowns for this? Like, I haven't been keeping up with the countdowns, but like, there's been so many countdowns on her website. Like, was one of them for like countdown to my engagement post?
I'm dying to know the behind the scenes. Like, if they don't do another podcast together and tell us what happened, like, I need to know, like, did she know it was coming? Did she get a manicure? Like, what happened that day? How many days ago? Like, when did it happen? What was it like talking about the caption was going to be? Like, who came up with the, like, English teacher and, like, gym teacher thing? It's, like, so cute. It feels sort of like she's such a wordsmith, but it feels like a dude kind of wrote that, but I'm not sure, like, who wrote it.
Well,
I'm dying
to
to
her music, set to So High School. I'm dying. Okay, wait, I want to tell you my favorite brand. I got a push notification from Seamless. How many people does that go out to? 20 million? A push notification from Seamless. Did you get this? It's a love story with an engagement ring is the subject line underneath, and we say yes to takeout. Order your favorites today. Seamless was like, fucking, it's go time. Like, they gathered, they were like, we're about to send this push notification out to so many millions of people. Like, when I saw that come through, it's a love story. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I love
It's brilliant. Who wasn't on their phone? Who wasn't on their phone right that second?
Exactly.
You are brilliant if you did not capitalize on this.
I know, and maybe they do, and this is the first time I really noticed it, but you're so right. Like, anything that's happening that people are literally watching unfold on their phone, fucking send the takeout push notification. I'm ready. Let's celebrate.
We relaunched a new vibrator this morning. Look, we just like restocked a bestseller that we had and I was like, I wish we would have waited.
Yeah, you can't post today. I mean, what a time to be engaged at the same time as Taylor Swift. I have to tell you. So I was thinking about this because it's the same week I got engaged. We talked about this as like engagement season, end of August. I got engaged on August 31st. And I was like, oh my God, what if Beyonce also got engaged this week? Like, what if it's like the three of us? And so I looked it up, and I wanted to share with you when Beyonce got engaged in like 2007 or something. She got engaged on Jay-Z's birthday.
Ew.
And I don't know how to feel about it.
I hate it. I hate it. A man proposed to you on his birthday.
I hate your birthday more. I would hate a proposal on my birthday. What are we doing here? This is my birthday. Like, let's keep these separate. And then God forbid something goes south.
I got proposed to on my birthday.
Wait, I knew this. I must have blocked it out. Rita, wait, I forgot about that. It was such a red flag.
Is it? I can't decide. It didn't bother me at the time. I thought this was like celebratory and I didn't care. Okay,
well, you're the perfect example if it doesn't bother you, but it's like you did break up and it didn't taint your birthday.
You know, it should have, but I guess I cared a lot that we broke up. I've never thought about it ever again.
Okay.
I'm with you, though. I don't need to conflate holidays and milestones. Just like everything should have its own
My dad proposed on Christmas. No ring.
What?
Which I think he got. Am I making this up? I think he did. Obviously got one, but it's like to propose on Christmas with no ring. It's like that is also a holiday where you give a gift. So now you don't have a Christmas gift and you don't have an engagement ring.
That is iconic.
She was like, I guess. Sure. I'll fact check it before we release this, Dustin.
What did he get her? What did he get her for Christmas instead of the engagement ring?
Right, like it seems like he'd be like, I'm covered. He literally just got her the proposal as her whole gift.
That's right. I would be like, thanks for the sweater. It's like in those boxes, and then you say like, well, it didn't come in time.
He printed out a little certificate.
Yes.
He was like, engagement ring coming soon, possibly. Okay, so our other fiance is Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift's bestie, who's been engaged for a minute. Hate that ring. No offense. Everybody's got their own taste. That one's not for me.
I don't think I've seen it. While you speak, I will look it up.
I just saw it today. I wasn't so invested in that engagement, but they compared the two today because it's very funny. They're like getting these best friends engaged at the same time. People are saying it's bride wars. It's a really funny energy. But then I saw the two rings side by side. I was like, oh, not my style, but that's just me. But I guess she allegedly had a bachelorette party. That's what people are saying this past weekend.
Yes. I didn't recognize the names of people who went. She had a bachelorette party. People are thinking she was on a boat with a bunch of friends. And then also at the same time, Benny Blanco was in Vegas with 25 people. So that definitely sounds like a bachelor party. And then it would make sense that this would be her bachelorette. But people noted that Taylor Swift was obviously not present.
I'm assuming Taylor Swift got engaged over the weekend, right? Like, she didn't get engaged today, Tuesday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, I got to fire up this post. Like, they had to get the pictures edited. I'm sure she got engaged over the weekend, right?
I don't know. I would hope so. But, like, I'm also like, they're just like us. Maybe they got engaged last night. And then you got engaged, and then you posted the next day, right? I was sitting next to you when you posted that. That day? I don't think you did.
Oh, no,
you're
you're right. No, sorry. Yes. I got engaged, obviously, on a Saturday night, and then made a bunch of calls the next day. I had to go through the list of people. I didn't want them to see it on social media for the first time, and then posted a Sunday afternoon.
I don't think people know details. That's why I need a new New Heights podcast.
Yeah, I think so far we just have the date of announcement, how they announced a joint Instagram post. This is the AI overview.
They just funny. Collabed it. I can't believe it.
And then she posted it to her story with a heart exclamation point. She's just so basic.
She's such a nerd. I
love her. I was thinking about Taylor Swift being at Selena Gomez's bachelorette, and what do you think Taylor Swift's role in the bachelorette would be? And what would she contribute? Everyone has a role. Well, some people don't. They just show up. But, the best friends have a role. They plan stuff. We'll talk about your role at mine. But I just was like, what would Taylor Swift do? What would she...
I would assume she would pay for the yacht and fill it with kittens and write a really beautiful poem that she had framed for Selena.
A framed poem, yeah.
And I don't know what people think that rich do. It's your friend doesn't really need anything. So just if you facilitated the boat and wrote something really sentimental, and they're kittens people, they're cat people,
They're both cat people?
I don't know about a Selena, but I feel it. I can feel there's cat energy. That's
Benny
what I would think. What do you think?
Seems like he likes cats. I don't know. I could see her organizing. I could see her taking control. She's on a tour. She has time. She has time to bake sourdough bread and talk about otters for 30 minutes on a podcast. She has time to plan a bachelorette party. So maybe she would plan it. She's sending out the email. She's like, here's the splitwise. And,
You think she's sending the emails? She's a team of 50 people that works for her.
I'm just saying, I could see her taking the reins.
Yeah, I do too. She seems
maybe
like
she
a
do the
girl's
gift
girl.
bags.
Where is that bitch gonna have her bachelorette? Is there a place big enough to hold all the people she is friends with?
I know.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be at a ranch, horses.
Not in Newport, Rhode Island. Isn't that where her house is? Newport.
She's gonna rent out a ranch. Mark my words.
She's gonna rent Montana. No one else can be there. Well, congrats to them. Let's talk about your bachelorette party.
Okay, so I did 2 bachelorettes back to back. I did one in Atlanta with my college friends and a few of my Atlanta friends. I also had a show there, so I just made a work trip into a bachelorette. And my friend Bobby Corey was there. You know him, Second Impression Bobby. He was a part of it. He hosted a pool party at his house. So I did let one man be a part of the festivities. And it was great. I mean, it was a little more low-key, but these women are ones that I've known since college. They know me on such a deep level, and I'm the dead last one of them to obviously get married. I think of the 7 of us, they all got married in their 20s. The last one, maybe I was 28 or 29. They all have kids. And so I don't know. I felt so loved and celebrated at both, and we'll talk about it a little bit more, but that was really special with them. And it was nice to be in Atlanta, and I had a wonderful time. And you just I don't expect things especially not bachelorette-y type things, don't come at me with the sash. I'll burn it on the spot, but little banners and things like that. Like I didn't expect that. So it's just like I was upstairs in this Airbnb and I heard like the sound of what I felt like was something being blown up. And it was just like this big bride balloon. And then like the next day I heard the same sound and it's them blowing up this big pool float that was like a ring. It was just like cute. They brought like breakfast stuff and charcuterie boards and like just they really were so thoughtful. That was the theme of both of them. But it means the world to me because I don't expect it or know what's coming and I don't need it. And so those things just meant a lot. And
you actively fought against it. You told me I wasn't allowed to put the word bachelorette on anything and I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, I walked it back.
I knew you were wrong.
I think the one thing I was anti and everyone seemed to know, I don't think I said it out loud, was a sash. I'm not doing it. Like I wore white sometimes, like whatever. I didn't care if anyone else wore white. I told you guys all to wear white for one night. Like I just was like, I'm not wearing a sash. And that's fine. In my 20s, I would have been like, sash the fuck up. But I was like, we want to do penis stuff, whatever it is. But that's like where I draw the line. So
I have your penis with me.
Oh my God, wait, I need to get mine.
I can't get rid of this penis. Our friend Lee brought this penis game where you like buckle a penis to your head.
Raina,
and you
don't
toss
be out here with
the
you.
penis.
Let me get mine. You brought yours to New York.
It's everywhere with me. I can't get rid of it.
Okay, let me get mine. Mine was also within reach. What were these for? What are these?
With me?
Like, are these like whistles? Like
no. Oh my God. I told you. So there you put a little band through it and you strap the penis to your head.
Oh, that's right. These were for the game.
And you chuck little things to it.
Oh, this was the like penis ring toss.
Penis ring toss. But I can't get rid of it. It's everywhere. It's just been next to me for days. I'm not doing this on purpose. I just like take it out of the bag and it's there.
My nephews grabbed these and they were like playing.
Ashley.
So my nephew has this song. It's like the potty song. Like it's an original, like Matt helped him write it. And so he was like, Jay, do the potty song. And he had it as a mic and we're like, oh my God. And then one point he was putting it in my mom's face, like you sing. Like Steph was like, he's like a musical artist that makes the audience sing for him. Like, and there's a picture of him like shoving this in my mom's face. We were laughing so hard.
Meanwhile, your other nephew's in the background sucking on it like a pacifier. And I was like, no, is this okay?
I did this bachelorette in Dewey Beach, which is just my favorite place in the world. Obviously it's like where I'm from pretty much. And I used to like work there and live there in the summers. And that's where my brother lives in Rehoboth. And it's where I got engaged. And I wanted to do this with like a lot of my friends that are from Delaware, people I've known forever. And then my New York friends and like a couple others, of course, you were there. Everyone kind of knew each other for the most part. They'd been to Dewey at least once before with me. They know my family. And so that was kind of the connection there and just like really, my best friends. And it was just so special. I mean, my mom and my aunt were around for most of it. And then my brother would pop in and out. He brought the boys over. My sister-in-law, Steph, was there. Like my cousin, Lindsay. Like it just was so special, like having the family around too. And we just shared this big beach house and you did so much for it. And Corey did so much for it and Lee. And it was just like the best weekend ever. We did this beach picnic with the companies called Beach and Bash. They did an incredible job. It was like so gorgeous. Like the sign said, "Welcome to Ashley's Trash Horse Beach Picnic," which, I came up with, but they made the vision come to life. And we played this game after that, which we'll talk about. And we went out on a boat and we were like playing flip cup on this boat with like some songs from my wedding playlist and with high noons. I was like, this is a dream. We went to jam at the Cork, which was like such a blast, and went to like a nice dinner and had those moments of everybody just like being together and like having breakfast in the morning and getting up and like, it just, everyone getting to know each other better, or even some people just met for the first time like before the wedding. I love that part of bachelorettes because it creates this anticipation to the wedding. And when you say goodbye, you're like, see you at the wedding. And like people become friends on the bachelorettes, then they get to reunite at the wedding. And that's like one of my favorite parts about it.
I loved it. I had the best weekend and it's really, obviously like to go to Vegas or something like that is really fun and wild and crazy, but to do it in a place that like we've just spent so much time and you've spent your whole life, it just was really special. And I was thinking like people don't really get like friends and family to be there. Like the fact that like your mom was there, your brother could blow in and out and like hang out with us, your nephews, like it just was like so fun and special and different than like a normal like bachelorette party that's just like funnel alcohol, which listen, there's merit to that too. That's fun too. But like funnel alcohol in like Miami, Vegas kind of thing.
Yeah, I loved having them there. That was like something that was like really important to me. And my mom would have come no matter what, like, but it was just closer to home. And then my aunt could come. And of course, like the rest of my family. My dad never made an appearance. It's fine. I saw him like before I had, I mean, he would have not wanted to be there. But then we like went to the Starboard for brunch the last day, and they like put like the sign up, girls got to get married on the marquee. Our friend Dougie like did it. And there was these little mini crushes at the table. I just felt so celebrated and loved in this place that means so much to me. And, you know, Corey and I've mentioned before that we are technically going to have the same wedding date. Like she actually got like legally married before they went to Mexico on November 1st. And we both got engaged in Dewey. We both did bachelorettes in Dewey. Like that's my friend since I was 4 years old. That's like my best friend other than Raina. And she just did so much for it. And I don't know, I just felt like really emotional about the whole weekend. And people said such nice things about my fiance, and you did so much. And I'm so grateful. I'm just so appreciative. And, you know, I think that goes without saying. And we played this game that I called the X game. I was trying to run the tape on how I came up with this, because as far as I know, it was like an original idea. I saw a reel of this girl, and she was on her bachelorette, I'm assuming. I don't think it was the wedding day. I think it was her bachelorette, and all her exes had sent messages. Her friends are like playing these messages from the guy she dated, and she was like losing her mind. I was like, this is so hilarious to me. And like, that was never on the table. But I was like, let's do a game where people present their worst exes. And we've seen people do these little like PowerPoint parties and stuff. I feel like Gen Z has really taken to this. But I told everybody, like, submit your worst ex or two to Raina with some photos and a couple bullet points, and Raina will like take it away. And you created the funniest presentation. You had a screen up that said the presentation will start shortly. You did these like opening screens. I mean, you just killed it. Like you really took it so seriously. And I mean, you can let people know more, but everybody fucking crushed it too. Like all these.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was great. I mean, I told 15 people or 14 people, send me 2 X's, bullet points, and some photos of each person. Everybody interpreted that very differently. So that was quite a prize. I was like white knuckling my way through it. But once it was like all buttoned up and done, it just made me laugh so hard. I was laughing out loud. It's just like the shit that we have dealt with as women. And like your mom participated, your aunt participated, your sister-in-law participated. And then we voted at the end on the hottest ex, the best story, and the worst ex. And yeah, your aunt won.
She won for worst. Stephanie, my sister-in-law, won for hottest. I could choose between the two she submitted. I just was like, we were doing this, and I was like, I am surrounded by the best women, like the funniest, the smartest. Like there was not one miss. I mean, I was hearing later that people were like nervous because people hate public speaking, not us, but you know, some people were like, I was so nervous to present. I'm like, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like everybody was hilarious. Everybody had such funny stories to share, and they shared them so well. And it just made us think like, men could never do this. They wouldn't have these stories. Like because I was talking to my fiance about it. He was like, should I do this? I'm like, you couldn't do it if you tried. Like guys would have stories like, this girl broke my heart. She was such a bitch. Or they'd have like really drunk, you know, she threw up on me kind of stuff. But like the stuff that, I mean, one of the stories was this guy slept with one of my friends the morning he proposed to his girlfriend. I mean, that was just one of many of these insane stories. And they weren't all like so dark. I mean, they were like on the spectrum of like terrible / funny behavior, but crazy stuff. Like we were gasping, like, oh my God, men are trash.
I don't think that men could do this. I've always said this. I don't think that like men have stories like this. Like men don't have crazy first date stories. None of my guy friends have like insane fucking stories, or like you said that your friend found out that the guy she was sleeping with had left her place, driven to propose, and she found out on Facebook. Like,
yeah, he said he had a family event. It was to literally go propose to his girlfriend. And she's married with kids, and he's still in her DMs to this day. You look good. Like, and that was the ghosting stories. Just like, no guy. I mean, I'm sure there's a few exceptions to the rule, but guys don't have these stories of women being like, she, you know, told me I was the one, and she flew me out to this place and that place, and she introduced me to her family, and she made me all these promises, and then she never talked to me again. I mean, find me one.
I mean, my most basic story was this guy that told me I never feel this way for anybody and I never want to like pull into a parking spot essentially because like I never feel like I want to prioritize anybody and you're the person, you're the one. And that guy never talked to me again. And he still slides into my DMs every 3 months trying to fuck me. And I'm like, do you understand how rude you are to me? And it wasn't even the craziest. Another one of our friends, she met some guy at a concert. He flew to Portugal to go on a date, their second date together. They spent like 4 nights in Portugal and then he ghosted her. Never talked to her again. And she had to be like, hey, just want to see what happened here.
Jenny Jones was the funniest thing I've ever read. I've never read a roast like the one Jenny wrote. It was the longest. It must have been 10 bullet points. It filled the screen and every bullet was better than the one before it. I mean, we were just like, God, I mean, there's great guys out there. I found one of them. Steph found one of them, you know, Corey. But we were just like, oh my God, we have just been through it.
Yes. And if you guys want to use this idea, steal it. Go into Canva. So I used a Canva template. I used a presentation template on Canva. And I just like wrote some funny stuff about, you know, all these guys that we've let inside of us and may a love like this never find us again. And it just was really fun.
We'll put it up on the screen. If you guys watch on YouTube, we're going to put a bunch of assets up from The Bachelorette. If you aren't watching there now, if you are, then you know. But okay, well, we are just going to thank our partners and then we will get back into it. Still so much to talk about.
Okay, Julie Care. As a card-carrying girl, I have something to tell you. This summer is not only about being sexy, it's about having a better morning after. You heard that right. You might be waking up in your own bed or someone else's. They may or may not have navy blue sheets, but none of my business. That doesn't matter because Julie has you covered. The Julie Morning After pill uses the same trusted gyno-recommended ingredients as Plan B to delay ovulation and prevent pregnancy when taken up to 3 days after unprotected sex. So here's the thing. If there's no egg, there's no fertilization. And if there's no fertilization, there's no pregnancy. It's called science, people. The earlier you use it, the better it works. And when you need it, Julie should be your plan A because it's more affordable than the leading competitor. Think of the savings as another drink on Julie. And the best part is that it's so easy to use. All it takes is one pill and you're ready to get on with your life. The Morning After pill cannot end an existing pregnancy and it won't affect future fertility whatsoever. So if you want to have kids down the line, also cool too. And Julie knows better than anyone that sex happens, but that doesn't mean that you should be screwed. Like many sexually active women, I have taken the Morning After pill before, and not only was it a breeze, but it was a major relief to be able to make that choice for myself. Girls everywhere can find Julie at CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Amazon, and GoPuff across all 50 states. No age restrictions and no ID required ever.
Okay, so Searchlight Pictures' new movie, The Roses. We've been hyping this for weeks, and it is finally time. It comes out on August 29th in theaters everywhere. You can get tickets now. So this is a movie that we are so excited to tell you guys about. So it stars Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman. They appear to be the perfect couple, but when his career comes crashing down just as her fame starts to skyrocket, you're going to see a lot going on. Fierce competition, growing resentment, threatening to destroy everything they built if they don't destroy each other first. But it's hilarious. I mean, it's this crowd-pleasing comedy. Again, we mentioned the two leads, but Andy Samberg, Allison Janney, Kate McKinnon. We're just so excited. The cast is incredible. It is from the director of Meet the Parents and the writer of Poor Things, directed by Jay Roach and screenplay by Tony McNamara. And we're just so excited for you guys to check this out. It's going to be a good one. I mean, I feel like I'm more critical than movies than ever before. I feel like we have so much good TV and sometimes movies just like don't do it for me like they used to. And I feel like this one is one that you guys are going to feel like really like hits all the marks. It makes you laugh and, you know, makes you think. And we're just really excited about it. So you guys can see it starting tomorrow if you're listening to this on the day the episode drops. So it's in theaters everywhere, August 29th. Get tickets now to The Roses.
Okay, and finally, Quince, you know, Ashley and I are obsessed, and as summer kind of winds down and it's time to like refresh the wardrobe for fall coming up, Quince is like the company. They nail luxury essentials. You get this effortless look for a price I truly cannot believe it. Everything on the site is so stylish and versatile. Ashley and I every single season love it so much. So you saw us do all the chic cashmere and cotton sweaters that start at $40. They have washable silk tops. They have denim pants. I love their purses. I wore their white canvas sneakers all summer. And then what I'm eyeing for the fall, which I am obsessed. I love like a slouchy suede bag, and that's always just going to be in style forever. They have an Italian suede slouchy shoulder bag. It comes in 2 colors. I like this whiskey color. They also have a like green hue as well. prices could not be better, and the quality is so good. I am constantly blown away by what they do. So everything is half the cost of similar brands, and they work directly with top artisans and cut out the middleman, and they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. I can't say enough about it. I love it. You guys can elevate your fall wardrobe essentials with Quince. Go to quince.com/GGE for free shipping on your orders and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/GGE to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/GGE.
Okay, the Justin Bieber impersonator. Well, we have a little bit of a Bieber update overall, but this was last week and this blew my mind.
So Justin Bieber shows up at this club in Vegas with this entourage, well, fake Justin Bieber, and essentially runs up this $10,000 tab. He's wearing the Justin Bieber look with like hoodie, sunglasses, looks kind of like aloof, doesn't care about anything, and gets pulled up on stage.
Well, he said he wanted to go up on stage. Like he said, like, so Griffin was the DJ that was DJing at this club in Vegas, and we'll talk about what Griffin posted, but he's on stage DJing, and I guess Timu Bieber's team comes up and says, like, Justin wants to perform, I'm sorry. And Griffin's like, yeah, of course. So he goes up, he's on stage, he's performing Sorry. Griffin is filming from his DJ booth, like, oh my God, Justin's here. The crowd is going wild. And the whole time, like, he had just gotten totally duped. So Griffin posted a reel about it that's so hilarious. Like, when have you ever seen this happen? Like, he was like, I was so excited. And like, he didn't find out till after he's off stage that it was this Justin Bieber catfish.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
That was insane. We gotta talk. That was actually insane. Complete fake. No way. I swear on my life.
I literally thought, like, so kind of thought, I was like, damn, he like put on a lot of weight since the album dropped.
I mean, to watch the videos, it is a dead ringer for Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that I would have been able to like tell the difference. And
Yeah,
at
looks
first
just
I was
like
like, why doesn't this happen more often almost? But like, I guess not many celebrities dress like that. Like, he is always sort of incognito a little bit, and it looked exactly like him. And people kind of noticed that the tattoos weren't the same.
My
Like,
brother
that was one of the
noticed.
giveaways.
He was like, he didn't have the neck tat. I'm like, why do you know about all Justin Bieber's tattoos? But like, I think it's the combination of looking just like somebody and being able to perform like them. Like, there's this Taylor Swift impersonator. I'm
Crazy.
I've sent it to you. She looks more like Taylor Swift than Taylor Swift. I think her name's Ashley. She just dresses up and does videos in various characters, but the Taylor Swift one is insane. But I don't think she dances and sings and goes up on stage. Like, it's the fact that he's showing up to the club. Like, it is so bold. Like, I was thinking, if I had an impersonator, I would rather them do stuff like this than creep around on the internet behind closed doors scamming people. Like, I would like for it to be out in the open. Like, if people showed up and were just like, hey, I'm Ashley and Raina, and I'm going to do a Girls Gotta Eat little show, I think it would be hilarious.
They better be funny.
Well, right, exactly. If people were like, oh, they fucking crushed it, I'd be like, all right, I don't know, bring them on tour. I mean, it's like fraud and it's bad, but it's just, it really cracks me up.
But this was like harmless fraud, and I was just
Well, the $10,000 tab, I don't
they
know
paid
about
it. So they settled the
Okay.
tab.
They settled,
Because the
okay.
tab wasn't like under Justin Bieber's name. Like, somebody had to like give a card for this, you know? So the
Yeah.
tab was settled. But this is so his movements are very similar to Justin Bieber's.
Yeah.
The way he kind of like hunches his shoulders and walked. Like, he is an impersonator.
Right. So I'd be curious, like, what Hailey Bieber would say if she saw this guy. If she'd be like, here's the tells. Obviously, she knows it's not her husband. But I'd be curious what she would say. Like, he doesn't have quite perfected.
Is he super rude to her in public, slams car doors on her, just lets her trip in the street, doesn't help her? If it was one of those things, yeah.
So Justin Bieber posted a thirst trap. Looks like he's working out. He posted 2 photos of his topless body, you know, all his tats, everything. And
Topless body.
Topless body. There's no top
He had
to
his
his
shirt
body.
off?
He's from his hips down. And the caption is 2 tongue out emojis, and it says, thirst trap for you hoes. Sir, you are married. Thirst traps are for the singles. What are you talking about? Thirst trap for you hoes. Hailey Bieber's in the comments with an eye roll emoji. What are we doing? Why are you embarrassing her?
To have your wife have to like publicly be like, I'm gonna come get my man now. Like, he's just embarrassing me again. It's so for you hoes. For you hoes. Can you imagine another married man posting that?
So Drewski is the top comment, which Drewski is on his album, like they're friends, but his the top comment. He's like, N-word, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, I feel like holding him accountable. MTV commented, Sexy Red was in there. Like, and then his wife, eye roll emoji. What are people commenting back to Hailey? I didn't check on that. There's thousands of comments. There's 60,000 likes on her comment, and then there's thousands of responses back to her. I love her comment. I mean, if they're happy, then fine, but the eye roll is the appropriate comment for a wife when your husband is out here thirst trapping.
Yes, and I'm glad that she made a statement. I'm glad she wrote something, because otherwise the whole internet would be like, when is Hailey Bieber going to break her silence on this, And it's...
Hailey Bieber breaks her silence on Justin Bieber's thirst trap. Like,
it always makes me laugh so hard when you see these like breaking news stories, like seen since the first time. They're like, I don't know if you saw these photos, but the Coldplay CEO, the woman, the HR woman, she was seen for the first time since the scandal broke, and she's just gardening outside her house, and all of the comments were like, she seems disheveled and beside herself, and it's like she's just watering the plants in a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so funny. I just feel like the Taylor and Travis engagement just completely wiped out Coldplay CEO for good. Like, I was like, what a distant memory.
Today is a great day to have a bad day, because whatever, like if you're getting canceled today, something horrible is happening, not like if you want to announce your breakup, do it today. Like anything that you need to announce that's kind of terrible or cancel worthy, you should do that today, because no one cares about you today.
Yeah. Okay. So next up, we have the Gwyneth Paltrow biography. So, and some of the tea literally surrounding it. But Raina, did you know that this is a biography written by someone else that she did not authorize or participate in? I didn't know if you knew this.
So Amy Odell is an author.
Yeah.
She's the author of this book. It is the quote-unquote unofficial biography of Gwyneth Paltrow. She also wrote a book called Anna about Anna Wintour, which I read, which was fantastic.
I think when I first saw this, I was like, how did this slip past us? What else was going on that week? But I guess it's not Gwyneth Paltrow writing an autobiography, but it feels even more salacious than that.
So Amy Odell, I loved what she did with the Anna book. And again, Anna Wintour didn't sit with her for like long form interviews for this. But Anna Odell, I think she had interviewed like 150 people and
like 200 people for this.
And so many quotes. And so she did the same thing with this. And there is so much tea in this. And speaking of like Chris Martin and Coldplay, Gwyneth Paltrow, she's dated some of the most famous, sought after men in the world. Top 5 most famous men in the world in terms of like A-list actors, Ben Affleck and Brad Pitt. She was engaged to Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. So I do want to talk about what she wrote about Brad Pitt, but I'll do it after you talk about what she wrote about Ben Affleck.
I guess this bit of information came from what Gwyneth told her makeup artist or something, but she also sort of teased it on Call Her Daddy. But what it is that Ben Affleck would teabag her.
And she was into it. And I think of Ben as more of a coffee guy. I just was surprised to hear it. Like, he's out here teabagging. Like, I can't. It just is so funny to me. So some guys like to get blowjobs from that direction, and then you are just being teabagged on your face, because if you hang your head off the bed, then their balls are just on your face, and that is teabagging, right? Like, they have to be dipped in your mouth.
I always thought the official description was that they were in your mouth.
Okay, define sexual teabagging for me.
ChatGPT.
The act of a man.
Glad you asked.
Hey, girl, hey. The act of a man repeatedly lowering his scrotum into the mouth or into the face/head of another person often as a part of sexual activity. So it can mean that they're just hitting your face.
Yeah, I think there's like levels to it. I think top level is obviously in your mouth. But yeah, like you were teabagged and they were like in your eye sockets. And so really anywhere on your face can count.
But she was into it. And it says in the book that they had some issues and perhaps some infidelity issues. And so she was just trying to keep it interesting.
So I'm wondering if he's teabagging J-Lo. I can't see J-Lo
Not anymore.
letting balls be on her face. Or if he was, yeah. But can you...
Maybe she does it to be like more relatable, you know? She's just like... I'm Jenny from the block. I'll get teabagged, you know?
I can't see it. I think Gwyneth is spicy, and I can see her being down for this, and I can see J-Lo being like, I'm J-Lo. You're not putting your balls on my face.
You think she takes herself too seriously to get teabagged?
I think she's like, I'm J-Lo. Get your balls out of my mouth. That's my moneymaker. I don't need your balls in my mouth. That's not part of my vocal training.
Do you feel like she's like you think musical artists are a little spicier than actresses?
No. I think it's
not always.
I think there's no rule when it comes to that. I think you have a bunch of freaky ass singers and a bunch of weird ass actors, and it's just no rules across the board.
I can't see J-Lo being that big into giving oral in general.
I feel like J-Lo is a DJ Khaled vibe. Like she's like, I'm not sucking your dick, I'm J-Lo. Like
you're going down on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. I'm with you. I think that's spot on.
Okay.
And then later on in the book, Amy Odell does talk about so Gwyneth Paltrow, she was engaged to Brad Pitt. They were together for 3 years, and this conversation, it's hearsay. She says that Gwyneth Paltrow is quoted as saying about Brad Pitt, he's dumber than a sack of shit. I could see it. I could see it.
I mean,
dumber.
I don't know. Like I literally, he's talented, obviously, but can I even recall him in an interview I don't know. It's like, I feel like I can picture him giving quick sound bites on the red carpet, but have we seen an in-depth interview? Have we heard him talk at length? Has he been on New Heights podcast? Like, I really don't know him like that.
I don't think it's of that generation of actor. Like, I can't think of like big A-list actors, like even Ben Affleck, George Clooney. Like, I don't recall them in like long form interviews in any way. It's sound bites.
I just love Gwyneth. You know, I just really do. Like, I really have always, I mean, she's had some problematic things in her past. I don't think anything like too crazy, but I think she's spicy. I think she's smart. She's built such an empire. I mean, her ski trial, like she's funny. She's like sarcastic. And I can just see her being like, these fucking idiots. Like, obviously I'm going to date Brad Pitt given the opportunity, but he's so fucking stupid.
I feel like we've all dated that guy where you're like, he's so hot, but girl, he is so stupid. Sometimes I hear the words coming out of his mouth and I'm looking at him like, if you didn't look like this, the fuck would I be here for?
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, I absolutely would also let Ben Affleck put his balls anywhere. I mean, he's really been one of my number ones forever. And, you know, Ben Affleck in the town, put him wherever. I'll suck on those balls. 100%.
Honestly, he could have access
Dip
to
him in my mouth, dunk him in my mouth, Duncan King. Let's do this thing. Whatever you want.
There's nothing I would say no to with Ben Affleck. Mm-hmm. Anal. I could do it with Ben Affleck. Brad Pitt, I don't know. He's so pretty. I just don't see him being like that fun.
I've never been a Brad Pitt girl. I mean, he's so attractive and he's like a legendary actor, but I've never been like, ooh, I'm so hard for Brad Pitt.
There was a time where I was kind of hard for Leo, but I think I got over it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is that like those top actors they're not for me. Okay, let's move on to
Cracker Barrel.
The logo change heard around the world.
Cracker Barrel has changed its logo, and people are upset. And this was part of a $700 million brand overhaul. So they are redoing the logo and the look of the stores in general, a bunch of the dishes on the menu. The Cracker audience is very upset.
I mean, Cracker Barrel was one of my favorite experiences as a kid. I mean, I grew up in a small town. I loved a chain restaurant no matter what. But, you know, we had like Fridays and Applebee's. But we would go sometimes on road trips. Like, Raina, I loved nothing more because you're a kid and you would hate like waiting in a restaurant for a table. But like the country store, like I remember one time my parents let me get a porcelain doll from that fucking store. Like all the candy, barrels everywhere. Like loved it so much. Like I had my favorite things on the menu. Like we would go probably once a summer on some road trip or another, like when my dad was racing cars and all that. Like I loved it so much, but I haven't been in like 20 years. Like I have no dog in this fight. People are saying it's woke or it's a DEI thing. It was just so ridiculous because we've seen this with every brand. I mean, Jaguar took the Jaguar out of the brand. Like they did take this old man out of the logo. They took the barrel out of Cracker Barrel and they made it this like generic, anyone could make it in Canva looking logo. But this is just what we've seen. And I was watching this video on just how all of this is for stakeholders, like for like corporate America, all the old buildings that used to have a signature look, like a Pizza Hut or like a Wendy's with a sunroom or McDonald's Play Place, like they've all changed into this like generic looking box so they can be easier to sell and easier to change into something else. Like it's just business. Their stock is down. They're trying to refresh. They've done what so many other brands are doing. They weren't like, hey, that man looks, you know, a little dated, let's change it. Like I don't think it's that, but it's so funny to me that the right always says like the left are these like crybaby snowflakes and you guys are the ones freaking out about a logo change.
People have, I mean, just in general, people have brand loyalty and they want me to look like it looks. I mean, I've thought about you and we've talked about like, you know, what if we change the name, Girls Gotta Eat? What if we change the logo, things like that? Would it be the same brand? And people feel such loyalty to certain brands, and I think that they wanted to like modernize it. And I don't think that's what their customer base wants. And
oh no, I hate it. I want to be clear. Like I think it's ridiculous. I hate all this. I hate the Jaguar. It's the same thing as Jaguar. But anyway, keep going. Yeah, you have an iconic icon.
Do you know they should have known that this was going to go very poorly? And I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. A year and a half ago, they decided to have a vegan sausage on the menu. They had
I forgot about that, Vegan Gate.
I was hoping you would remember. So they decided to put vegan sausage, Impossible meat on the menu. One of hundreds of items they have at the Cracker Barrel. They didn't get rid of sausage. They just added a vegan
and
option.
people got mad. Yes.
People were enraged. Their customer base was so mad, carrying torches about the wokeness of this brand. All they wanted to do was modernize this. Everybody is becoming healthier. The world is trying to become healthier and provide some options for other people. And their customer base hated it. And so they should have known, removing the thing that said like Old Country Store and the barrel and the old man, like no one was going to like this. Your customer base has spoken.
So I was watching some like top TikToks and reels about it. And obviously there's like the ones that kind of are talking about it from the business side and how misguided it is to say this was like a woke agenda. But some of like the Black creators, like Kev on stage, he did a whole thing of like put the racism back in the logo.
I saw that.
Like he was making jokes about it and he was like, the comments are just insane. And like, I can't, you know, this is not something I'm authorized to speak on as a white woman, but the comments are like, the racism was part of the charm. But it, you know, obviously it's jokes and it's just people are joking about it. But I didn't realize about the refresh on the inside. Like I was watching a reel of the old Cracker Barrel and I love nostalgia. Like I just couldn't get enough of like the old scenes from the inside of the Cracker Barrel that I remember when I was a kid. And like what it looks like now is like so depressing. And that's just the way these things are going. Like they're supposed to feel just gray and no character. And that's what the corporate America, the stakeholders want and the capitalism wants. And so it's sad. Like I would never set foot in one of these now. Like if you could transport me back to an old Cracker Barrel, like I would go for this nostalgia of it. But these are so sad. The look is so sad.
Well, it just waters down the brand, right? Like it just makes it like every other brand. So
that's the point,
understand.
though, which is just like I don't understand it. Like these logos, they're like, again, it's like does not affect my life in any meaningful way day to day. The Jaguar one was close to home because that's what I drive. Like you have an icon as part of your logo, you take that out. It's just words. It's so silly.
They went too far and they should have taken a page out of Walmart's book and just slightly changed the font.
Exactly.
Made it smaller.
Exactly.
In January, Walmart changed in quotes, changed their logo so slightly. And the internet was just like, is the rebrand in the room with us? And people get upset. So, I mean, everybody made fun of Walmart, but I guess Walmart had it right.
One of the funniest things I saw was Uncle Herschel, that was his name, the man in the logo. If someone replaced that with the Dave Chappelle crackhead character, can I get some more of that Cracker Barrel? So anyway, whatever you think is fine. It's so funny to me that it would be like the right white people that are actually all up in arms about this, and they're the ones that are like, oh, the left gets so offended.
I know. Can't you guys have fun? All right. Well, we're going to do your headlines, and then we're going to get out of here for the day. So the commercial that took America by storm, Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle jeans, I've Got Good Jeans commercial, Gap has responded. And Gap laid their big Gap dick on the table.
Yes.
And I love it. So they have a 90-second commercial with a girl group. It's called Cat's Eye. It's out to Milkshake.
Khalees got in the chat.
So much diversity. It is so fun to watch. It's a dance video, which Gap does these large ensemble dance videos a lot. And I love what this brand is doing. They had a all minority group of women, a minority choreographer, a minority woman singing the song. The lyrics are better than yours. I mean, there's so much subtle shade. It's so fun to watch. It's like what commercials should be. It's inclusive. I smile when I think about it. I just love it. If you guys haven't watched it, you should watch immediately.
I know, and we'll put it on the screen if you guys are watching on YouTube, but you showed this to me, and I was watching it, and I was getting, like, chills. It was just incredible, but I was like, man, does it feel good to be on the right side of history? Like, it feels so good to be, like, Team Gap in this beef that may or may not exist, but, like, it feels so good to be, like, team diversity, team inclusivity. I saw this tweet, and it said, notice how there's no weird jeans puns, just them advertising in a fun, simple, non-propagandist way. And, even moms were saying, like, my daughter, we're an Indian family, and my daughter to see this singer, like, on this huge advertisement or this billboard or in the store window and, like, see someone that looks like her. I just love it. And Gap forever. And I've always been a Gap stan. I'm a big fan. Their new, collab with Bass is gorgeous, and so we just love to see it.
So watch the commercial. If you guys want like a little pick-me-up, I have watched it so many times. It's really so much fun.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who needs some pick-me-ups are the people at Burning Man right now.
Raina is our Burning Man correspondent.
So Burning Man got a lot of attention about 2 years ago. I will tell you guys what Burning Man is, because I didn't realize a lot of people kind of don't know what Burning Man is. And even though I feel like it's part of like the cultural zeitgeist, but people don't really necessarily understand like what it is. So it's a week-long cultural artistic festival. It takes place every year in Nevada. It's Black Rock Desert, and it's different than your like traditional festivals that have like all of these brand activations and the stages are already built. The whole idea is that like people come, it's usually like 80,000 people. They build everything from scratch, and at the end of the week, they burn it all down, clean it all up. The whole thing is like leave no trace. So did you know I knew this much about Burning Man?
100%. I'm not surprised in the least. It is something you would know about. And I feel like you've liked guys that were like Burning Man guys, but then you say like, I don't want a Burning Man guy, but then there you are. It's just like, this knowledge is not surprising to me at all. So keep it rolling, sis.
Yeah, so it's about, radical self-expression, creativity, community. Honestly, I love the looks. I love what everybody wears. I like the art. A couple years ago, gained a lot of media attention because there was extreme flooding and no one could get in or out of the campgrounds. And you're talking about tens of thousands of people were like trapped. And this year was unbelievable dust storms, like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It blew everything over. Everybody has to build their tents. And one of the things, the structures that got destroyed was the Orgy Dome.
Raina, what is that? I can't believe it. There's like a real place to go have orgies at Burning Man?
It's about radical self-expression, Ashley. And so
I'm in support of it, but the Orgy Dome is crazy.
People need a space to have orgies, you know? And when I tell you, nothing makes me less horny than building a hut in the desert and being dirty and there's no floor and I gotta fuck in a tent full of people that haven't showered in days and it smells,
It looks like a war zone. And like this was what it was a couple years ago or last year before, whatever it was. Like it looks like hell on earth. But I think some of these people get off on that. I think they think like the harder the struggle, the more intense it looks to people on the outside, like the more dust and dirt and wind and rain and flooding, like they get off on it. I could be wrong, but it looks like hell.
People just, I mean, I think that it's a sign of like endurance to be able to do this. I can't relate to it. It's not for me.
Exactly,
I don't even like a regular music. I don't even like a regular music festival unless you and I get VIP passes. Like, I don't even really want to go to that. So if you saw like the aerial views of people even trying to get into the festival, I mean, people waited 12 to 15 hours to pull their RVs into this. And I just want to let you, they pay for the privilege of doing so. The cheapest ticket, I've just looked up the prices. The most affordable cheapest ticket is $550. And then you need a parking pass for $150, and then you have to bring all your own supplies. So for the price of $700, you get to go be in hell. And tickets range to $3,000.
Oh, for sure. I would mean, that seems cheap for what the VIP experience, which what would that even be?
I don't even know.
Just more dirt and rain.
First access to the porta potties.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Burning Man is fucked, per usual. And we have some new TV out. So Love is Blind UK season 2 is out. We are loving it. We love season 1. I love the hosts, and I just love these people. And I am pretty caught up with the episodes that are out now. Like, they're on the honeymoons, so I know everyone that gets married. And I will say, everyone is hot. And
so hot,
that's
obscenely hot.
Not what Love is Blind is about. Love is Blind is about people that are going to fall in love with strangers they've never seen in real life, and then say that looks don't matter, and then they propose to them, and then they're like, I don't care what they're going to look like. I don't care when they come around that wall what they're going to look like. I love them for who they are on the inside. And then they're not attracted to them, and then they break up, and they have to admit that love isn't blind. That's what this show is about. And so put a bunch of hot people together. It's not fair. It's not what it's, I love it. I love to see it. But like, part of the allure of watching the show is, someone's not going to be attracted to the person when they come walking down that aisle, and then you're like, let's fucking go.
The UK is like, stack it. Every person on that show is obscenely
unreal.
Hot. You and I thought the first season was obscenely hot, and this is even hotter. Everybody, all the guys are tall, all the women are super fit. Like, everybody is.
I mean, they're just not American. Teeth. They're just, healthier and not living in this country. And, I love their accents. I love all their stories, and it's diverse, and I'm just so into it. I just love it so much. So that's out, and we're loving that. Raina, I'm going to do my doppelgangers because they're all like, no, not right now. Next week I'll do them. They're all like on the tip of my brain. Like so many of these people look like other people, but I really have to sit down and work this out. So I'm going to do my Love is Blind doppelgangers next week. So you guys watch the show if you haven't, and then we'll reconvene. When you told me that Love is Blind was out, the rush that went through my body, like I didn't even go out last night in New York. To you. Okay, really what else is out? There's tons of stuff out. I mean, we're going to have like a great fall lineup, and we'll do a fall TV roundup coming up. But we want to wish you guys a great Labor Day weekend. Have fun, be safe. Just enjoy your time off, and we love you guys. Girlsgottaeat.com, Girls Gotta Eat podcast on Instagram and TikTok. I am Ash Hess, ashhess.com. For tour tickets, again, we'll be at Lady World. We're doing a Vibes Only class. We mentioned that before. You can follow Raina on Instagram at Raina.Greenberg. Subscribe on YouTube, share this episode with a friend, and we will see you Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.